The toxicity is coming from the top of the building on the C-suite level. It don't sound like she got no deep expertise on anything. Maybe some deep expertise on corporate America tea is a whole different kind of tea than just regular tea, because these corporate people sometimes think they are above the law. So we got CEO Andy and his chief people officer, Kristen, top leadership C-suite, sitting up there chilling at a Coldplay concert and got Coldplayed. So imagine telling your wife, I got to go out of town for a business trip. We're probably going to do some team bonding by going to a Coldplay concert. And all along, you up here hugged up in another town with your corporate boo. We got Andy Byron, who is the CEO of Astronomer. That is a tech company. They're based out of New York. They were spotted at this Coldplay concert on the jumbotron, where they shed the spotlight on people from the audience, and they so happen to be hugged all up, and the spotlight got shined on them, and then he tried to duck and dodge, and the singer said either they're very shy or they must be having an affair. And the internet went crazy on this. So it has gone viral, you know, and that's why I'm sitting here sipping on this tea.
Okay, good. All right. Oh, look at these two. All right. Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. I'm not quite sure what to do. Oh, shit. I hope they didn't do something bad. All right, okay.
Gosh, so that was the artist Chris Martin of Coldplay, who decides to go to a concert with thousands and thousands of people. You know what makes somebody do that? Privilege. Because he thinks that he is above the law and that he can go out and do this. His poor wife is back at home while he's out flaunting around with the HR department. So Kabitz, whatever her name is, Kristen, she is in charge of people strategy, sitting next to the CEO at a concert, hugged up together. And I know y'all's company is Astronomer and y'all do all this AI tech stuff. It's going to be too late to try to say that this was AI. And the thing about it is, what made this so like go viral is the fact that y'all tried to hide it. You know, you thinking that you out of town, 4 hours away, you know, wifey's back at home, hubby's back at home, and you guys are out here in a crowd of thousands of people at a concert thinking that you weren't going to get recognized. And you're the CEO of a large company. You don't think one of your employees or somebody that knows you is not going to spot you?
The thing that's so interesting about Coldplay Gate is them people would have never got caught cheating if they didn't react the way they did. It wasn't the cheating that got them caught. It was them being like, her turning around, hand in face, him ducking down. Then the dude be like, oh, y'all must be shy or having an affair. That would have never happened. If y'all would have just swayed and swayed, they would have moved on. It ain't like y'all spouses was going through Coldplay jumbotron footage to check. Nobody would ever care, but your spirit wasn't settled. And that guilt made you react. And people was like, hey, what was all that about?
This is HR. Of all people, this just puts on a public display that HR cannot be trusted. Now, I'm not saying all HR, so if you're an HR professional, don't come for me. But what I am saying is that this is HR, and this is some of the HR people that are in these spaces, in these large corporations. They are just as toxic. They uphold workplace toxicity, and they sitting up there at the top sending out surveys talking about it's a great company culture, we love you, we do all of this, but behind closed doors you're doing tacky stuff to where it's unethical. But I did read somewhere recently that Andy Byron is a horrible boss to work for. Clock that T. And I'm pretty sure he is, because If his character is this bad on public display, then you know that he is toxic behind closed doors. And when you got HR, you got your right hand woman is HR. So anybody that y'all want to let go, trust and believe that you guys gonna be on the same page about it, because this chick is super toxic. And don't let nobody cross her wrong, or somebody becomes a threat for one of her little friends in the workplace. Oh, they gonna get rid of you, and they gonna write it up real HR style. They gonna put you on a PIP. They gonna do whatever they need to do to get you out of there, because you now the problem, when in actuality, they the problem. They the problem. So apparently Andy's wife, when she got wind of it, she removed Byron off her last name and went back to her maiden name.
This message is for Megan Kerrigan. I need Megan Kerrigan to come to the front, sis. Come on up, sis. I know. Come on up. Come on up. First of all, sis, we got your back. First of all. Second of all, we know. We all saw her. She looked like she rode a broom to the Coldplay concert. She looked like she literally rolled out of bed and went to that Coldplay concert. She didn't even bother to do her hair at that Coldplay concert. Girl, we seen her. But I also hope you saw this. The minute, and I mean the millisecond, that camera was on him and he realized that, he damn near threw her over that balcony. So all that swaying and hugging and he didn't give two dams about her. Whoop, over that balcony, over to the side.
And somebody said on TikTok, because all this drama went down on TikTok, of course, somebody said that they think that this was a setup.
So I was at that Coldplay concert a few nights ago where that scandal took place with the CEO. And honestly, watching it live, I did not realize right away what was going on. I thought they were just camera shy, and I didn't think anything of it until I went home and started seeing all the videos, and then I realized. But I was just thinking about, like, what are the odds of that happening? There are so many people at a concert like that, and they only show like a couple people at the end of their shows. So it got me thinking, do you think that was like planned? Was someone in on it? Because I just looked it up and there was about 66,000 people at that concert. So that is very, very unlucky. And part of me is thinking maybe his wife knew all along, and maybe his wife planned this out with the people. I mean, I don't know. Maybe someone had something against him. Maybe someone was out to get him and they had a connection to the people showing the thing. And I haven't heard anybody talk about this, but I don't know, just a theory I have.
The idea of this being a setup is not far-fetched, but nevertheless, someone wanted to expose them, and that's what needs to happen to these people in these positions. But it's almost like karma and it taking care of itself, because these people are sowing out all these bad seeds. There's no telling how many people they have fired or had fired, and now they're getting payback for it. Because one thing about karma, all that stuff, all that bad negative energy you put out, that stuff rolled back around to you. So that's exactly what's happening with them two. Now you got Byron gonna take care of his girl, and then his girl gonna take care of her girl, and that's how all these people get in these positions at corporate, y'all. I'm telling you, it sometimes your merit don't make no sense. It's all about who you know, who he and caca and cat together and having all this fun together, and then they go and promote their boy, they go promote their girl that they sleeping with. I mean, this goes on all the time in corporate America, and it's crazy. So yeah, it screams of power asymmetry and organizational toxicity. That's exactly what it screams. It's like, the toxicity is coming from the top of the building on the C-suite level, and it's all rolling downhill, but y'all want to fire these other people. But when in actuality, y'all are the ones with toxic culture. Come on, bruh. So I did some research on what would probably come next of this. They're going to have some board scrutiny. They're going to expect the board to demand answers on workplace policies, as they should, because you got a whole board of directors. Now Andy is on the board of directors too. So he makes some decisions, but they can outvote him. So Andy might be gone, but we know Kristen probably gonna be gone. So the HR shakeup as CPO Kabat Kristen is now under the microscope. The company risks serious legal and ethical backlash. Oh, Reputation hit. Astronomer's 1.2 billion valuation takes a hit with toxic culture accusations emerging. Oh, yep. Personal accountability. We haven't heard a personal apology yet. We have not. Shutting down LinkedIn and staying silent isn't going to cut it. Yeah, so the CEO has taken down his LinkedIn page because he has started getting so... Now, you know it's bad when these people move from regular social media gossip places to LinkedIn now. LinkedIn is supposed to be corporate-y and uppity, and now you done taken the drama to LinkedIn. But corporate America is not immune to toxicity. And sadly, low-key, quiet as it's kept, there probably are the ones who really are more toxic than some of these regular Joe Blows out here. They really are. They just try to cover it up. They try to silence you. They got a lot of NDAs, a lot of non-competes, a bunch of all that stuff. That's what they do. That is what they do. I think it's a wake-up call for corporations. Corporate is buzzing about this. I had a few phone calls and text messages about this. And the corporate America is buzzing. They chatting, they gossiping, they talking about this around the water cooler today, y'all. This is the tea at corporate America today. This is break room chatter, coffee talk. I wonder what's going on at Astronomer today. You know, this ain't gonna be a work from home day. Everybody about to be in the office today. They about to be around the water cooler. Ooh, you know, gossip, all that whispering, all of that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I am reading something here stating that Kristen and Andy did not work together at other companies before Astronomer. He took over as CEO in July of 2023. And in 2024, he named her the Chief People Officer, calling her a proven leader with deep expertise in people strategy. It don't sound like she got no deep expertise on anything. Maybe some deep expertise on explicit things, but not to be leading no people. This is why whistleblowers blow whistles, because somebody needs to expose toxic work culture. And this is the ultimate exposure of toxic work culture.
Astronomer has made a statement and they are under investigation, so let's talk about what's going on now. So this is the actual statement from the company. Apparently the one that I had posted last night was incorrect. It was a meme, which was hilarious, but this is the real deal now. So Astronomer is saying that they are committed to the values and culture that have guided them since their founding. Their leaders are expected to set the standard in both conduct and accountability. The board of directors has initiated a formal investigation into this matter, and we will be having additional details to share very shortly. We sure hope so.
So y'all chime in below. Let me know what your thoughts are. This is a crazy story. I'm sure it's going to continue to blow up, and I'll be right here. If I have to come back and bring some additional tea, I will. So thank you for tuning in.
But you know what the worst part is? Not only the fact that she's the head of HR, which, by the way, she probably makes upwards of 500, I don't know the company. I would say 300,000 to 500,000, if not more, a year. And this woman definitely helped fire people who did the exact same thing that she is doing. These people are not smarter than you. They are not more educated than you. They are just more well-connected than you. And they've somehow, some way, by pure sense of power, privilege, and luck, landed in these positions. But they are not good people. They are not necessarily smart people. And they are for sure not moral people. So before you tell yourself that you're not good enough to be on a C-suite of anything, I want you to remember that most of the C-suite that I've worked with are complete and utter trash. And not all. I've worked as an executive assistant. I've had a couple bosses that I've liked. But for the majority, they are messy, they are immature, they lack humility, and they are power hungry and wealthy, and that's about it. So wake up, America. Let's do better.